Hello, I'm Philip Stoten. I'm at Apex 2018 and I'm joined by Linda Wilson from iNEMI. Linda, lovely to see you again. I think first time we met was in Chicago last year and you just started in your new job taking care of kind of the process around the road mapping. Obviously, you've had time to kind of get your feet under the table and see how the process works. What have you changed? What have you been able to bring from your previous experience to adapt that process?
Sure, thank you for that, and thank you for the opportunity to talk a little bit more about the roadmap. So we just had our kickoff meeting a few days ago, and what we're going to do is bring the teams together in an integrated way and formalize the collaboration among the teams, and so make sure that the dependencies with information, who needs information from the different people, as well as who they supply information to. But we're also going to broaden that and expand it out into the external areas. We have partnerships with a lot of different road mapping efforts and consortia. And all that are resources for the information for the roadmap.
Yeah, and you talk about those interdependencies. That's really important. We're I think in an era in the industry where there's more collaboration than perhaps there has ever been before. And for me, it's kind of something that needs to happen, and I think it's been forced on some people. But actually learning to collaborate and learning who impacts on each process is really important. iNEMI has members up and down the value chain. That must be really important to get that connection right for you.
Yes, it is. Well, by design, a roadmap is first a consensus-driven process, but it's also a very inclusive process. And we want voices from all over the industry. That's very important. And so iNEMI is uniquely positioned for that.
Yeah, it's able to do that. And your 2 or 3 days of getting to know what people are expecting, getting to know their demands. Anything that shifted your ideas on the process, and anything that's kind of stood out as something they really want to learn more about?
Well, firstly, we've got a very talented group of people. I want to say that. We are looking at expanding the team effort, and we're welcoming new, fresh members to each of those teams. And so the other part of that is that recognizing there's a lot of people that bring experience, previous road mapping, or experience in the industry. We want to augment that with fresh ideas, and so that's one of the things. Along with just the appreciation for all of the hard work that these people do. It's basically a volunteer operation, and that's just extraordinary when you think of what they end up producing, right? And that just once again was driven home when I met these people face to face. This is my first time to actually meet several of these individuals in person.
Yeah, and what's interesting to me, I've just spoken to Haley as well. It truly is a global roadmap, but it's also throughout the tiers, isn't it? It's from OEM all the way down to the raw material supplier, so it really does impact on everybody. In terms of what they're actually vexed by at the moment, was there anything that stood out in the last couple of days? Or will that kind of come out in the roadmap documenting? Is there anything they're really trying to learn about?
Well, that's kind of a tough question. I think that the complexity of the industry, and also moving forward, and what is the new mission, if you will, for the electronics industry? What is the rally point for everybody? We know that the world is changing. We're starting to look more at efficient manufacturing and all of the challenges that may bring. And we've heard about this for quite some time. The key phrase is smart manufacturing. And so we're going to explore that more. But once again, it cuts across all aspects. And so I think that's a bit of a challenge. I think the idea of having something that they can rally around and point down the road, in 10 years, where do we all want to be? And that was a theme that we had at this meeting.
Yeah, it's really important for them to have that kind of shared vision and global vision that takes into account all the megatrends. Yeah. Linda, lovely to see you again. Thanks for stopping by, and enjoy the rest of Apex. Thank you.
Alrighty.